Hi everyone, I am recording this video as a part of candidate selection process for a job application I have applied for. As a requirement, I will be covering three parts. One is my exposure to Python, my experience working as a AI/ML engineer, and a recent project. I would like to keep this short and sweet as possible. So let me start with a formal introduction. My name is Prabhakar. I have around 15 years of work experience working in different sectors ranging from consultancy to energy to banking and finance to insurance and to asset management. I started my career as a SAP implementer responsible for planning, package and material management module. Then I moved on to data engineering, then to data scientist and final to AI/ML engineer. If I talk about my academics, I have done engineering and I did MBA from UK, and recently I have done my Master of Science in Business Analytics and Data Science from University of North Florida. If I talk about my exposure to Python, it started from the time I graduated into data engineering field. I had used Python from that time onwards, and I am using till now. During working as a data engineer, I had used Python for data ingestion, that is to get data from different sources. I had used Pandas and SQL Alchemy libraries for data processing and ETL jobs, that is to transform, clean data, and to pipe data. I had used PyArrows and PySparks to orchestrate and pipeline and workflows. I had used Apache DAGs, and I had used a perfect library from Python. For cloud and API integration, I had used Boto 3 when I was working with on AWS platform. For data quality and validation, I had used I would say Python libraries such as Great Expectations and PyTest. If I talk about my exposure using Python as a data scientist, I have used almost all the Python libraries, starting with data ingestion to prototype of the statistical modeling. I have used Pandas, NumPys for data manipulation and analysis. I had used Matplotlib, Skype, Seaborn, and Plotly for data visualization. Specifically, Matplot and Seaborn I had used as a part of exploratory data analysis, creating heat maps, then creating bar charts, histograms, and as a part of stakeholder visualization, I had used Plotly. If I talk about statistical model analysis, I had used stat models and Skype, which I had used for inter regression interferences, then for I would say hypothesis testing. Then, if I talk about machine learning models, I had used Scikit-learn libraries. Uh, my exposure to Python is not only limited to professional experience. I had used Python extensively during my academics also, and as a part of my individual research also. Say for example, right now I am doing one research in healthcare domain where I am using almost all the libraries of Python for data science part as well as analysis part. When I worked on my academic project, for knowing the impact of sentiments, expressed on different platforms on the performance of stock, I had used Hugging Face, pre-trained models also. To be specific, I had used Finbert and Roberta model. Roberta I had used to, score sentiments expressed over Twitter as well as Reddit, and Finbert I had used to score sentiments expressed through news headlines as well as companies' own financial statements. As a part of predictive modeling, I had used deep learning model, specifically LSTM I had used, and uh, to be specific, I got an accuracy of around 92% with my model. I did all the training, data cleaning, data manipulation, outlier analysis using Python libraries. If I talk about my experience working as a AML engineer, I had used almost all the libraries what I had used as a data scientist. In addition to that, I had used specific libraries working as a AML engineer. I would say, for example, for model evaluation and matrices, I had used MLX trend. For hyperparameter tuning, I had used Optuna and Skykit optimizer. For I would say monitoring of the machine learning models and observability, I had used Prometheus, Grafana and ML flows, libraries. Talking about my experience working with Gen AI, I would say in my current profile working as a lead AI ML engineer with Baptist, I have been part of an initiative where I contributed from POC to getting buy-ins from the stakeholder to deployment of the Gen AI model. The use case was to replace the existing chatbot with a new chatbot which can be used across the verticals, which can be used by different departments and different stakeholders. So for this, we as a team had used LangChain platform and the frameworks. And to be specific, I had used Olama 2 model with 7 billion parameters. And if I talk about all the details, integrities of the model, in short, we had around documents from all the departments, whether it is finance, operations, supply chain, or the IT department themselves. So we loaded all the data, PDF files from different through different departments through APIs, also using LangChain community document loader. We then extracted the text, then we did splitting by using LangChain text splitters. Then we also did embedding, because these text has to be embedded and then stored into the vector database. So that was done by LangChain OpenAI, and also we have used in parallelly, we also tried using LangChain community embedder. As a part of vector storage, we had used Chrome DB. As a retriever, we have used LangChain Core Retriever, which finds the relevant portions of the documents. To create prompts, we have used LangChain prompt, core prompts. And to assemble the logic, we used LangChain core runnables, and we also tried with LangGraph, but we have not used LangGraph for this. And as a front end for the users, we have used Streamlit. I think with these explanations, I had covered all the requirements as outlined with respect to my exposure, using Python, my experience working as a AIML engineer, and my recent project. Thank you. Thanks a lot.